Welcome to the Reality Trifecta podcast. Today, in this episode, we will be recapping Survivor 49, Episode 4. This podcast is coming to you live from my office, as always. So, for this week's episode of Survivor, we start off with Kelly. It's down to 2 people. It's crazy how they went through 6 days of hell, starting off with 6 people and then down to 2. The funniest thing is that they had nothing at their camp. Absolutely nothing. Later in the night, after Tribal Council, they're sleeping close to the ocean, and the waves hit them, and Sophie loses a shoe. Even when the shoe bandit is not at camp, its essence still lives within the ocean of the camp. I thought that was super crazy. But she eventually got it back because at Old Kelly's beach, her shoe washes up back to shore. I thought that was pretty funny. I was like, there's no way. That is so cool. The shoe is back. Glad she got it back, because I cannot even imagine wearing one shoe that's yours and another shoe that doesn't belong to you and you have to borrow it. That's crazy to me. So anyway, that was like the whole start of the episode. Another shoe debacle. Then you have a tribe swap. Kelly will still exist as a tribe, and they'll still have their camp. While Yuli, they'll lose their camp, as Hina would have their camp. So that's another challenge. So the tribe swap happens, and for new Hina, we got Sophie, Savannah, Matt, Nate, Rizzo, Juwan, and Jason. So we got 1 former Kelly, 2 Hina people, and 4 Yuli people. While new Kelly has Sage, MC, Shannon, Alex, Christina, Steven, and Sophie S., the other Sophie. So anyway, you have those tribes, and new relationships start to form. At New Hina, Sophie's like making her rounds, making her presence known for her new tribe mates. It appears as though she has gained all the Yuli people's trust to work with her, as they want to revolt against the 2 Hina people. While at the other camp, you have 2 Yuli people in Sage and Shannon, 4 Hina people with Steven, Christina, MC, I'm sorry, I do like have a list of names and I'm like just reading them off backwards. But you guys get the idea. You have Shannon on the new Kelly tribe, really expressing what she does. Like, she still is doing like the meditations and the prayers, and she's really bringing her faith into this game strongly. Like Sage was like saying, I'm listening to you. Like, whatever your faith is, whatever your faith is, I'm all right with it. But like, I can just like go on and listen as much as I can. Shannon and Christina, they both shared something really special. We finally knew what like Christina's whole story is, doing this for her mom. I thought that was like a bittersweet moment, a very sweet moment to the game. I'm glad that we finally got the chance to know her in that sense. While you got MC, who still has the Beware advantage, and she ends up becoming very monumental for this tribe in the immunity challenge. I'll get to that in a minute. Whereas at New Hina, the Yuli members and Sophie are like doing like, job interviews where like Jason, he's very like genuine. He comes off of what he says very well. But it is very clear that he's really staying true to Hina and he's like unapologetic about it. Whereas Matt, he kind of just backs away with like who he truly was. He said that he worked in finance, and that became a red flag for Savannah, meaning that Matt could be very smart. Now, at the immunity challenge, it was a very interesting immunity challenge, and I liked it. Matt did struggle on the balance beams, but things really like went down to the wire when it came to the stacking. It's like they had to strategize. They had to put like their weight on each other, lifting each other up to stack the blocks, and they had to stack 20 blocks. Like 10 normal blocks and 10 smaller blocks. So that happened. MC, like, she would be lifting people up on her back, while at the end of the challenge, the whole tribe lifted her up to put the rest of the blocks on the stack. So I thought that was very, very interesting, and they really put their minds to the test on this challenge. Really good job to New Kelly. And for the first time, Kelly gets food and a flint for fire. Something that Alex never had. And I smiled when I watched his reaction to the tribe winning. That was very well deserved. And poor Sophie on New Hina, she has to go to tribal council again. She said something earlier in the episode that the only fires that she ever seen were the ones at tribal council. And Nate presented her a fire, making one at camp. And when the food was presented at the challenge, Sophie S. was like, Jeff, that is diet food. I'm so into losing weight when you're already losing weight on the beach because it's the game of Survivor. And I thought that was like completely random. And it was the answer she gave. It was like not the answer people were expecting. So that was something. Then you go back to the beach. It's mainly just the Yuli people like running the show because they have the votes. They're thinking about like which of the Hina people to vote out. And you see Matt, he's trying to throw names around, more especially Nate's name. And it was just messy gameplay. What can I say? And by the end of the episode, Matt was voted out. And also during tribal council, when they were voting, Sophie voted Jason. After hearing that Jason is like super loyal to Hina, she's like chanting, Hina, Hina, Hina. When she wrote his name down, I thought that was very funny because Hina like chants the tribe's name when they go into a challenge. What a dramatic end. Well, that is our recap of Survivor 49 Episode 4. I thank you all so much for listening. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, or X, whatever you call it. The links are in the description. Just copy and paste. And the usernames will be at the end of the video. Thank you all again for listening, and hope to see you all next time. Have a good day.